Alright, in this episode we're going to go over quite a bit. We're going to go over everything in detail. So it's going to be fun. We're going to get you up to speed. You'll be able to do this, no problems. You'll be able to just rip through things like this. Have a great time hitting these. Oh, we get a little bonus there. And let's go find the boss real quick. Oh, bismuth, I'll take it. Whoa, big explosions there. We'll take that bismuth. We'll take this one, sure, why not? And we're going to go into detail, a lot of detail. Let's go in here and crush this boss down. Oh, and the bismuth thing is going on. Nice. Pretty cool. See you in there. Not bad. 11,000 gold from that map, too. Cool. Make that 12,000. Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile. This is Settlers of Kalguur, and we are a Cyclone of Tumult Juggernaut. This is going to be a build review. We're going to go into depth, but also I'm going to show you how I got this item that gives me 40% more damage, and I'll show you how to actually buy it on the trade league. It's a little bit tricky, and we'll go over that now, but we're going to go into everything. We're going to have a path of building down below. I'm doing tier 16s very smoothly, easily. I don't even really care about the mods except for Reflect Fizz. That's the only one I really care about. And I'm just ripping through these. I'm on level 95. I'm not making a push for 96 yet. And also I'm interested in making a Slayer version of Cyclone of Tumult. And I'll do the same thing with the build, you know, the whole build guide, step by step, very detailed, all that kind of stuff. But I really enjoy the game. So let's get into this and I'll show you how to get that 40% more damage item. Here we go. These are the forbidden jewels, and I'll show you how to look them up on the Path of Exile website as well. This cost, I think, almost 40 divine for this item. It's two items together because you have to have both. So this is called the Forbidden Flesh Cobalt Jewel, and see what it does there. It says it allocates aspect of carnage. Now, I don't think we can hold Alt. Does that actually show it? No. But if you go and look, I'll actually bring it up on PoE Planner. What this allows you to do is, I have one here, that's the right half, I think, and then this is the left half. What it does is, it unlocks a 5th ascendancy from one of the ascendancies that are, like, you can't do, I'm a Marauder, so I can't grab like the stuff from Slayer. It has to be either from a Berserker or I think Champion. I forget what's the other ones with Marauder. I always go with Juggernaut, but it has to be from the one that's, you know, that you can ascend into. I can, as a Marauder, I can ascend into Juggernaut, and then I think Berserker and then Champion. I don't know. I never do Champion. So it has to be that forbidden jewel that you buy has to be one of those. You can't like take it from over here. It'd be cool if you could, but you can't. So this is how you get your 5th ascendancy. And by ascendancies, I mean this is like a big notable ascendancy. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I get the 5th one from over in there. So let's go see what that unlocks. In this path of building, we'll have all this, so you can take a look at, you know, how I'm spending my points. Also, it's critical. You could get, if you come down this way, you can get immune to corrupted blood right there in the middle there. It should say it. Did they move this away? Oh no, there it is. The third one, corrupted blood. You can come down here and get this. I just get it on my amulet. So I've got one here. I need a lot of dex and intelligence on my build. And one right here. So there's the corrupted blood. Pretty cool. There we go. So I have 4 jewel slots. This one. And this one unlocked, and you're already over here. It's very easy. I'm already over here for this one, so it's easy to get this one. I'm right here. It's just these 3. Yeah, it was easy to get. Very cool. And we do have our rage over here, blood magic. Very cool. Let's go look on the website how to get this. All right, so here they are listed, and it's under this regular search, and you just type in Forbidden Flame Crimson Jewel. So the Forbidden Flame first. And then we're going to go to show attributes. So we'll take this off here. And then I'll say like this. If you type in the tilde key, allocate. Let's see if we can get it to come up. Allocate, and then maybe a pound. And then match. There we go. Now, we're looking up the flame, so if we have the, don't put the flame one here, put this one here, or this one. This is the flames part, you need the flesh part, so we want to look up aspect of carnage, so you can go aspect, come on, there we go. Now, this comes up, and now it should show these just like that. So now I'll show you how to search for its counterpart. It's very similar, it's just a little bit different. You have to remember, if you're here, you want to search on the filter for allocates flesh, and then on the other one, here's the other one, you want to search for allocates, you want to take that off there. This is the flesh, this is the flame now. So, and then we'll search. So allocates if you have the missing, I wish this wouldn't show it right here, but it's not, it's behind there. Matching flame part. This is a flesh, look for flame, aspect of carnage, search, should come up, 24. So about 40 divine. And you should be good to go. And just make sure you're, buying the right one and make sure it does this. And this is where it comes in. 10% increased damage taken, but it's an increase. It's not more damage taken. It's not that big of a deal. This one, 40% more, is a multiplier. So your damage is now 40% more. And it really is. You can look in Path of Building as soon as you can allocate and unallocate that jewel slot in Path of Building, and you'll see your DPS numbers just shoot up massively. So this is, it's expensive, but that's the chase item that I was after. I wanted that. Very cool. Let's go into the build now. Most importantly, you're going to be looking at your weapon right here. This cost me 30 divine, and I'm going to show you how to buy these, but I'm going to also show you can buy a lot cheaper one and get away with a lot less. Awakened PoE trade puts us at 1100 DPS, but it's physical DPS. Really expensive, but it's really, really, really powerful. This isn't a cheap build to do. But you can get close to this for pretty cheap. It's just when you start ramping it up, it gets more and more expensive. Also, this is not endgame gear by any stretch. I normally wouldn't wear this in the endgame. I can get way better gear than this. We're just breaking into the upper things, and I kind of skipped ahead to the jewels. I wouldn't have normally got those. I would have probably upgraded this, upgraded this, gear, even this ring. And the helmet. So a lot of these all of this will get upgraded probably in the Slayer build. I'll go through because I'm going to have so much gear already and so much loot. I'll take for the Slayer build, I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this, and then I'll build up and get better ones on the other things. So weapon first. You're looking for physical damage. I like the flat damage at attack. Attack speed increase is cool. The accuracy helps with attack speed as well because we're Juggernaut and we get that ascendancy. Chance to bleed is cool. And then increased attack speed if I've killed recently. That's great. So it makes me go even faster, or more attack speed. And then the physical damage over time. Now, why did I have that on there? I could probably mix that up. I don't need that physical damage over time. 1 second, let me that was on there, I didn't pay attention to it. 1 second. Let's see what we can put on there. We're at 219, but this is not indicative of good path of building. It's just a rough estimate. So let's take a look. 1 second. I might throw this one on here. Critical strike multiplier for rares and uniques. I don't have trouble with anything else. The ones that I needed it most on are those. So that's a multiplier. I'll do that, and I'll just roll it and see what we get here. I don't want the 35 on there. Here we go. Not messing anything up, am I? 43, is that pretty close? No, we want to get the biggest number, so keep rolling. There we go. And what do we got now? It doesn't, see, it won't change that because it doesn't do conditionals. There's not a rare around me, so that's not going up. Interesting. Nice. Let's go find out how to buy this weapon, how you would do it. Alright, so this is just set on here, clear from the scratch, from the get-go. Now you could do I'm doing an axe. You could do any you could do a sword as well, and then make your tree more sword related, two-handed sword related. So we could go. We're gonna go with. Let's just go with swords or axes because that's what we have. So two-handed axe, and we want. Oh, we want at least 6. No, let's go with 700 DPS, physical DPS. It's easy to get sockets. You can do that in a number of different ways. I'll let you do that. So sockets really don't matter to me. I don't want it to be corrupted. That's no fun. So we'll turn off corrupted. That way you can actually do work on it. That seems fair. And we're just going to say, hey, don't look at anything else. This is cool with me. Let's search. Let's see what comes up. Now right here, you see how this DPS is bigger than that? You're thinking, oh, this is a great deal for 72 chaos. You don't want any of this physical lightning, any of the, I'm sorry, no elemental damage because we use brutality and we don't do any chaos or elemental damage. And this doesn't scale well anyways. You don't want this. This is not good. So, we're going to go like this. We're going to sort it this way. Now this is a top tier 1265 pure fizz DPS weapon, 140 divines. So you're thinking, this is way too much. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to come down to the bottom and we're going to limit ourselves. Let's limit ourselves to divines. And we'll say just like I did, 30 divine max. Here we go. Let's see if the price went up since then. So now I'm going to do the search again. I'm going to order it from high to low again. So 30 divine, 1120. So right around the same thing. I got 1114 DPS. They got, yeah, I think I'd rather want this. I don't think I had a prefix open on it, so I couldn't get that one. I don't know. I'll have to take a look again. If I missed it, let me know in the thing. I'll put that one on. I'd rather have this flat fizz on the craft. Okay, so 30 divine, there it is. And sure enough, oh, this is not 28% quality. That's why this one would be better if they would have got, it just lucked out and got a better quality drop to craft on. Then we go back down to 30 divine. There it is. 28. And let's keep on going down here. You get the idea. Yeah, that's how you search. Let's do this. Let's go something more manageable. Casual player, keeping that in mind. 5 divine. You're going to get that. If you just play the game, you're going to get 5 divine. You will. So, with 5 divine, how much can we get? Search it by this way. A despot axe. It's a unique. What's the downsides of this one? Nearby allies increased item rarity. Only on the allies. Nearby allies have calling strike. Would that count as us? I'm not sure about this axe. I've never used this one. Insufficient mana does not prevent your melee attacks. Really? Interesting. So I could be out of mana. And nearby allies have. So it looks like it's helping your allies, but not us. Weird. But then a normal one, 900 DPS, 5 divine. There you go. And that's going to be a great axe. You'll do fine with that. Anything else on here? Same thing. 895, 5 divine. Here's one, 892, 4 divine. Do you get the idea? There's a Kingsmaker again. Interesting. Here's one, 5 divine, 8-9, and it's 5 linked, and you could color it the way you wanted. It has 6 sockets. Perfectly fine weapon. And that's kind of weird, but okay. And that's a little low. So this is what you'd be looking to upgrade to. These two really don't help you that much. Those are kind of burned. But the other stuff is good. Very cool. Now let's go over the rest of the gear. We went with Defiance of Destiny. That's going to be a really good survivability issue. I made a whole quick video on it. The gain 21% of your missing life when you're hit before the hit applies is huge. So you'll go down and hits will actually heal you. This one costs 24 divine. The one I bought prior to this only cost 15 divine. So that's for survivability. This is going to be one of your first items. And then you're going to use the fertility catalysts, which are right here. Meta. Some of these, let's see, some of these, which cost about 10 chaos each, to improve it. I think it goes up by 4 or 5 on that gain 21%. So this might have started out as a 17 natural roll. If I hold down Alt, it might have started out as a 17, and then using those qualities on it, got it up to 21. And the higher the better. You want to get it up to 24 would be great, but those cost probably 70 divine right now. Important item. This, once you drop the Thief's Torment ring, which is right here. Let's see. Jewelry. That. Once you drop that and you start getting into this, it gives you adrenaline, which is huge. Every time you kill something, you get adrenaline. It doesn't help with the bosses, but that's okay. It's just, this is a good mapping, clearing, delving build. Bosses, I can still do them. I still did. I still have some more to do. Not the Uber bosses. I haven't tried any of those yet. But yeah, that's the. And I think we have I haven't gone into tier 17s yet with this either. But I did unlock the map device, and you do that just by following the Maven quest. Just keep on killing her, and doing those things like that, and you'll unlock the a 10-way fight, I think. And I just jumped in there, and it was like ridiculously simple. I had way worse gear than this, and it was very easy to do. And you get your 5 map slots. You can get a 6th if you complete a tier 17, which is cool. I haven't bothered to do it yet. Okay, so ring, very nice. We could improve that one too. I don't know if we'd use probably something like chaos resist, a fertile catalyst with chaos resist on it, to get the chaos resistance up a little higher. I could also use, we could do it right now. Let's see if we can do this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna get one more out of here. Blessing, Orb of Blessing randomizes the implicit. We're gonna try to go for 23. There we go. Nice, 1 extra chaos resistance, just like that. What about this one? 30. I don't need it right now, but that's what I could do. Max life, another 2 from that if I blessinged it. What about these? 7 and 6. I think those are as high as they go. What about this one? No implicit on there yet. Wow. I get a corrupted version. Okay, getting away from myself here. On your other ring, this is where I get the life on hit. You could probably go for like 17 life on hit. I went for 20. If I hold it down, it will show the range there. Where is it? That's a tier 1 roll with 20. So you could go anywhere from 17 would be fine, 16 would be fine, and then just look for other stats that you need to fill in. I don't know what stats you're going to need because each character is a little bit different as far as the resists go and all that kind of stuff. It also depends if you're using Purity of Elements, which now I am using. We'll get into that in a second. So, we've gone over this. We've gone over this. We've gone over rings and rings. This belt I use primarily because of a nice 330 regen is really nice. And then just make sure to get that, when you search for it, make sure to get the minus 15 to all elements, that negative modifier down, because it can go up to 24, I think. 25. So make sure it's on the lower end. And then we also get a bunch of armor out of this, because I can never be shocked, frozen, or ignited, ever, because I use Purity of Elements. So on our defenses, we're in town without any endurance charges. This gets up to about 90% when we're just mapping, because of the endurance charges and everything going on. But watch this. If I take this off, 7281. This is worth 1200 armor to me for my character because of that. That's a lot of armor. 1200 armor. If this thing just said 1200 armor, people would be maybe a little more interested in it. But that's what it really does. So it's nice. Also, it takes away for physical damage from attack hits. It takes just 49 strikes, 49 off the top, I believe, or maybe at the end. Who knows? But it's nice. It makes the little hits even less. So we've gone over this item. This is kind of a meme item, but I really like the The when the item, everything's around me bleeding anyways, so when they die they explode, and that's where you get those pops from. These are cheap gloves, probably 3 or 4 chaos. You get the point. These are just cheap gloves. So we've gone over that. Boots. What I look for is that movement speed. If you haven't been hit recently, I look for that, and I look for 30% movement speed. So that's 41. It also had a suffix open, which allows me to do the 15% with the and then chaos craft on it down here. So you put that on there and craft it on, and you can move that around. Let's say your lightning was too high, but your fire too low. Just replace it. Fire and chaos, just like that. You can also use your horticrafting station to change up fire into cold resistances. There's a lot of things you can do in there. I would take a look at that as well. And then on top of that, up here into our Eldritch currency, into exotic, if you hold down Alt, see that Searing Exarch mod? I wanted that one. The movement speed for now. I'd like action speed, but I didn't get that one. Action speed would be more favorable to me. It's nicer by far, but 6% movement speed was decent. And look at it. It says Searing Exarch implicit. Well, this is the Searing Exarch ones, so I just rolled these, and with I get tons of these. These are all on the ground. I get tons and tons, so I roll them. This one will be a lesser version of that, so I might have only got like 4% movement speed. But with this, it could go 7, 6, or 7. And maybe this will be 8 if you got it. But these are expensive to roll. You don't want to use these expensive ones on armor that you're going to replace, or not your final piece. You want to use it on your final piece. These more expensive ones. Nice. And then for the top thing, the 6% increased life, you use the lesser, the blue ones, the Ickers, the lesser. The Eldritch ones that are Eater of Worlds. I don't have as many of those because I run mostly the maps with Exarch. Alright, so there's the boots. The gloves are done. This is done. Everything's done. Oh, we got to do this one and the helm. Alright, same thing. When you search, I searched for a 6 link. I didn't want it corrupted. You could find a corrupted one if it was already done and it had the right links. I went with green, red, blue, and I'll show you the gem setup here in a second. The biggest thing to me was that melee hits fortify. 8% chance, that's plenty. What that allowed me to do is back out of the passive tree and remove those 4 points that I was using on the passive tree to get fortify. So that saved me 4 points. It's a really nice. That single mod on there is great. And then it is let's see. It's a Eater of Worlds one. I wouldn't mind if that was 9%. I think you can get it even up to 10 to 12%, which would be cool. It just means, my fortify would be up a little quicker, a little more often, but it's up plenty of times, so I'm not too worried about it at all. And then the crit multiplier, just more damage. Very cool. But the armor, you want to make sure it's qualityed up using your armor scraps to 20%. I did that on all of these, didn't I? Yep, and yep. So I got 20% on all those. Good. I didn't do the quality, the fertile catalyst. I should have done it on here. I should have done it there, and that's already done. Okay. There's so many things that can incrementally improve your character. It's amazing. There's almost always something to do with your gear to make you just a little bit stronger. And you'd think, oh, it's only 1%, but it keeps on adding up. 10%, all of a sudden 15, 20% stronger, and you're like, oh, this is a lot nicer. Okay. This armor, I'm also going to replace it, because look at this. I don't need the strength on there. The 34 armor is actually a bad roll. The 37 evasion, that's junky. The 140% is nice. The regen is terrible. The stun block is terrible. So this armor is actually just bad. But I've been lazy. The good part is it has the 2400 armor and evasion up there. That's cool. but and it had the fortify. But this is a somewhat easily replaceable item that I should have done, and I haven't yet. But you get the idea. So there's room to grow with this. But what I would be shooting for is armor and evasion on it, and then make sure you have the fortify on there, and then the rest, have fun. This doesn't even have life on there. I think I Exalt slammed it, and I got that regen 5.5, which was actually terrible. That was just bad stuff. If it didn't have that regen tag on there, then I could have got this one right here and took the 15% at max life if we don't have any life modifiers on the armor. So that was my bad. Oh well. There's the armor. Now you know what to do to upgrade it, and this is easily replaceable. I need better armor on here for sure. But that's now that I've got those forbidden flame jewels, and I've got this, and I've got this. This is the stuff I'd be working on. All of this stuff. So plenty to do ahead, and I can get my my flasks better and better as well. So that's the ones I'm doing on my flask. I'll hover over them. They're all auto use. They all fire off. But again, these are not well rolled. These all cost like 50 chaos. I mean, I think I made most of these I probably made myself. Very easy to do. There's a video on my channel. Just search Flask on the channel, and there'd be a video that shows you how to make these by hand. Just easy. You can make these for profit. Some of these, a well-rolled one's going to sell for a divine or more. 5 divines for a perfectly rolled one. So crafting these can be very profitable. So, if you spent an hour making these, you could probably make 10 divine. I wouldn't doubt it if you just, you're ready to go, and you got to have the higher item level, 83 or 84, maybe even 86, I think. Ooh, Faustus has got some stuff for us. 1 second. He gave us a bunch. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, I spent all my divines getting those jewels. Now we're back up to 1,000. Yes. Oof. Yeah, I had a lot more than that a second ago, but poof. All right. Last up, we'll go over the gloves. Or the helm. I just used the rat's nest. I mean, this is just I think this is really cheap. How cheap is this thing? 1 chaos. All right, so you guys get the idea that this is not there's a lot more you can do with this build. It's just got attack speed, the crit, because our evasion is higher than its armor value on there. I was able to do the poison immune. So we've got 24% increased rarity. That's nice, actually, for the gold drops. That's actually, I forgot about that one. That actually helps us. And my reduced character size. Well, I won't tell anybody. And movement speed. So, gear-wise, we're in good shape. Make sure you have a panic flask. A flask that will heal you for a bunch if you're low on life, meaning half life or less. Make sure you have a panic flask there. That way, all of a sudden you're on a degen area and you're going down, down, down. Even a regular flask might not overcome the degen rate, and you're like, ah! So, and you're trying to get out of it, but you're going down fast, and a regular flask might not save you. Whereas this will take me right back up. Boom. And then I can even, if I'm still going down, and it happens. You're like, oh, this is bad zone. This is bad stuff on the ground. And then you hit it again. So I got 3 shots at it. So that saves me. Good gear. If you have any questions about the gear, let me know. I'll hover over each one for a second. You can skip ahead. There's that one. That one. Defiance of Destiny. Death's Rush. Just a rare ring. I can definitely get way better than this. Armor again. Gloves that explode stuff. Really cool. Makes those big pops of everything like the old explodey chest, but not as good, but it's still fun. The 330, that's what I focused on there. 300 plus life regen per second, plus then the low elemental resistances. And the boots with 30% move, 11% with an extra thing. An open suffix, ideally. Some dexterity to help with the build. Really important. It even has some spell suppression on there. And movement speed, and then life regen. Very cool. So let's go look over the gems. I've got Cyclone of Tumult. Make sure that this is 20%. It's extremely important because if you hold down Alt, down at the bottom, it says additional effects from quality, 5% more attack speed. I have lots and lots of attack speed. So 25% more is just a flat multiplier. It's crucial to get that. This one is just pulverize. It does bigger area, but I have less attack speed. So that hurts my attack speed, but it's a bigger area and more melee damage. I just have fun with pulverize. It makes this thing massive. Just easy stuff. Now I'd probably mix this up if I was just doing purely delve. Maybe something else in this spot. Maybe like a close combat support. Something that doesn't really care about the less attack speed. Doesn't have that. Just does more damage flat out without a worse multiplier there. I probably wouldn't need that. I'd have to take a look at it, but I suspect there's something that I can get just more raw damage from. Because in delve, that is actually, it's too big. It's not too big. It's nice, but it's just a little too big. I don't need it on there. Brutality, 20%. Now you can get an awakened brutality, which does even more damage. I think it's like a 5. You end up with 5% more damage, but it's a multiplier again. Critical. That would be something that I will be getting in the next build. I'll be updating that. So the current build that I have with this guy, he's got all this stuff like this. I would keep on the next build in the Slayer build. This one, the weapons fine like this, unless I go to a Shockwave Slayer. I'll probably use this for a little while, and I won't be able to use those jewels. That's unfortunate. Oh, need for Steve Underground? Is that Steve again doing it? It might be Steve. 2800. He's going deep again. Brutality, 20%, and then awakened brutality. Awakened melee fizz damage is going to get probably another 5% more damage, so you're looking at 10% more just by going these. I think they cost like 3 to 5 divines. I haven't looked yet. Not that bad. Xbox prices, all those kind of prices are going to be worse, so it's tough. Maybe they'll combine the two markets someday. Faster attacks, more attack speed. I like the increased attack speed. And then again, holding down Alt, 10% increased, not more, but increased attack speed again. Cool. If you're wondering how I get around really fast, it's this automation. It really helps with, if you tie this one to phase run, just like that, this one supports it. That automates that. 20%, 10% increased in movement speed when it's on. And then Withering Step helps with Elusive, which is another speed buff movement thing. And it does other things too on there, grants Elusive, that kind of stuff. Now we can quality these up as well, and I could quality this up so that it would fire off more often. That would be something that I'd be working on in the next build as well. Then we have Steel Skin. It removes bleeds. And we already did the Corrupted Blood with the Jewel, but now this one removes bleeds. Every time this fires off and it fires this thing, then is this, it removes my bleed, plus it puts up a random 2200 damage buffer around me, which is great. It's a shield, but it only takes 70% of it, but it's fine. I like it. And it takes care of my bleeds, so I don't have to worry about bleeds. I don't think I've ever died to a bleed on here yet. And I've never paid attention to them. I don't have an anti-bleed flask or anything. Oh, it's just, I'm bleeding, boom, it goes away. Nice. So we've gone over those. Here, this is going to where you come down to, this is kind of important here. It's your choice. If you have plenty of elemental resistances from the board and from whatever gear you had on, let's say you found a bunch here that had some, and you said, you know what, I'm not going to go with Purity of Elements. You can go with Pride and link it to this Eternal Blessing support. We use Blood Magic, which is over here, right here. It converts anything that uses mana now comes out of life. And you're thinking, okay, well, because the new costs of Cyclone of Tumult, all the new melee mana costs, it really ramped it up, where before I could get 2 rings with -3 channeling cost on them, so it would be -6, and then I wouldn't have to worry about mana, and I could burn my mana way down to here and reserve a ton of it. I liked that. I didn't mind that. Now they changed it, so now I go with blood magic, and I was like, well, I don't want to reserve half my life away. That'd be terrible. So I thought they got rid of this. A viewer said, no, it's still in there. You should use it. I said, okay. Eternal, that gives you, if you link, like right here, I'd put pride and I put haste and then I put, I can do it right now. Let's do it together. Right here. And right here. Pride, haste, and that. Now, if I hold down control, it looks like 4 and 5. So if I wanted to swap, if you really wanted to, and you had plenty of resist, and you were totally capped, you could actually have an option where all of a sudden you come to something more difficult, and you swap into pride stance, and it's just one button. So I could go back and forth. Now I'm with purity of elements. Then I'm in pride, or if I wanted to go faster, I'd go with haste. And you could just do that. You could just go 1, 2, and 3, and that would be your choice of a buff. I've settled on purity of elements because you hold down Alt. You don't have to quality this up if you're not running with other people. Oh, actually, I do have to quality this up. It would be an extra 5, so let's take a look. Probably don't have enough of these. Yeah, I need some more of the gem cutters prisms to quality this up, but that'll be something I have to work on. And what it does is it gives me, right now, it gives me 34. That would give me a total of 39 elemental resistances, which is great. But then the immunities are what are huge for me. I don't have to worry about ignites, scorched, chilled, frozen. I can't be frozen already, so brittled, shocked is a big one. I don't care about, all of a sudden you'll see lightning storms happening around you. Well, if you're running purity of elements, you get to ignore it, especially down in Delve where it's kind of tight. And you'll be in the final zone, an azurite node or something, and all those lightning pylons around, and I'm just like this. That doesn't matter at all. I just sit there and kill everything, and I get to ignore it. Nice not having to worry about ignites, that kind of stuff. I don't have to worry about poisons because of my helm being higher evasion, and I think I took that right over here. Right here. There it is, on the bottom. Nice. So I'm immune to poison. So that's what I went. This is totally up to you. This makes life easy, but ideally, probably pride is the way to go. And it's free 50%, so you don't even have to use it doesn't reserve anything. But for right now, I'm using purity of elements for the easy stuff. This takes care of tier 16s, and I can go deep into delve. And by deep, I mean like 300 is where it's a good balance of profit versus degree of difficulty, because it scales up really fast down there. Around 500, it's a big chunk up again. 800, it gets chunked, and then 1,000, it goes really high, and then it just goes up and up from there. You got to have a really specific build to fight down there. It's some of the hardest content in the game. I think it is actually the hardest. It's worse than any boss and everything. It's just bad when you go deep in there. Then the other items, I've got cast when damage taken tied to a cold snap. That's a level 1. You want to stop it from leveling up. So if you're over here and your gem, this thing is, just put this in and you say, oh, and it says, oh, level up. If you right click, it moves it over to here, and you're saying, oh, it's not gonna, I'm just gonna ignore it. You can still continue, but you ignore it, so it's not sitting there saying, hey, level me up. Keep this at level 1, and then I put cold snap on here just because it pops up those cold snaps, which gives me some frenzy charges. The frenzy charges sometimes get absorbed by this phase run, but then it increases the duration of it. So I'm just happy with it. It's this build is not starved for is that a 20%er? I got another one here. So to put it in perspective, I don't use this. This is, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sockets we don't even use. I tried this Vengeful Cry. I didn't like it at all. It didn't seem to. Let me know if when the buff happens, when you take a savage hit with this, Does the buff actually? I don't think it works with the rage, and it doesn't. Buff grants 25 to maximum rage. I've never seen it do any of that. I've seen my maximum rage at 47 or 48, but I never saw it go above that. Even when I used it, it seems clunky. You got to look down here when you're trying to find it. There's no big, like boom. You can do. I'm like, really? I'd rather have vengeance. The old vengeance with some life gain on hit and faster attack. I have 4 sockets open, so I'd much rather have just vengeance, but oh well, they took it away and now I get this junk. Oh well. We've done this one. Oh, and then faster leap slam tied to a faster attack, so it just makes leap slam smoother. Without it, you're jumping around and you're like, let's see how it, like that, and then this one, it just seems smoother. Let's see. Sometimes you'll notice like I don't get that slight hesitation. It's up to you. You can go without it, but that would mean I'd have 5 open slots. That's how this build is easy for socket pressure. Other builds need every single socket and they're dying for sockets. This one is not that. It's an easy build. Okay, we've gone over internal blessing support like that. We've gone over our 6-link with Cyclone of Tumult. We've gone over our automation. We've gone over cold snap. We've gone over leap slam. This I'm just leveling up. This I'm just leveling up. Actually, it's done, so I'll take it out. And maybe I can sell it. I don't know. Probably not that much. Quality 20, 20. 10 chaos. Terrible. I'll just put it in here. Or a maybe to use thing. I don't know. Ooh, and if you're leveling up and you're close to a level, grab one of these. They're an insurance policy. Instead of losing 2 bars when you die in that zone, you only lose a half a bar of EXP. So those are nice. I use those when I'm making a push, like right about here. If I'm in, I'm about halfway to my next level, I grab one of these and put it on. And then if I die, I got to grab another one. And don't go back into the same zone because it won't work twice in the same zone. You'd have to reset the zone. And then, it's just, dying's no fun. So there we go. And let's do the last one. A decoy totem. I never use that thing. So that's another one that it's sitting there. I can use it. Oh, for the boss fight with the, where the boss comes out and the balls of doom are coming across the screen, you can drop one of these down and it'll eat one of the balls of doom for you, so that's kind of nice. War banner, linked to more duration, linked to increased area of effect, but only get it to like level 12 because otherwise your int requirements are going to go through the roof. So don't level this one up too high. Otherwise, you're in good shape. Let's see. Can I actually get do I have that one on there? If we refund that, 28 more, cancel. So I need that for other things, but that's fine. So around 12-ish would be fine. And let's see. So that's it. War banner, pop that down. What about an increased on this? Oh, another 20. If I got quality of 20 on this, it would last an extra 2 seconds. So that would be cool with me. I wouldn't mind that. So that's something to work on as well. More duration. Let's see. More duration there. So I'd do that one too. 20 more gems. Now that's a support gem. I might be able to use one where you turn it in with one. Let's see if this one increased area damage. That would be fine. So I'd probably take, I can't do the 20% on that one, I don't think. I'd have to get it up to level 20 and then do it. So the support ones we can do the skills with. I forget which it is. I think, yeah, you can't do it with these, but you can do it with support gems. Let's see. Yeah, I probably did it with those. I don't know, guys. I forget. But one of them you can do the Gem Cutter's Prism with a level 20 gem, and it'll give you a level 1 gem with 20 quality. I forget which one it is, but I've got to do it to, if it's just with skill gems or the other way around. I forget, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can, I can't even test it because I don't have one. Let me know in the comments, and then the other people will know too. They took away one of the ways to do it, and now it's just that way. All right, we've gone over the gems, we've gone over the gear, the path of building. We'll have all this, on there, and you can take a look at it. But we've got bleeds on here. We've got the 80% increased damage if they're increased critical strike if they're bleeding. We've got our two spots here for the forbidden jewels. We've got the 1 extra minimum. We've anointed our amulet with the +1 minimum charges, and then you see it up there, increased damage per charge. That gives us this. See how that's highlighted because of the anoint? That's highlighted there. And we just came down in here. We got some life up this way. This is where we went across. You can do it differently. You could go over here too and grab this instead of that if you want. You could grab this one. Double your body armor. If I had pure body armor, I might do that, but I don't. And armor also applies to chaos damage taken. 50% of armor also applies to chaos damage taken from hits. So armor 60%, 15% of that? I don't know. I don't know how this one works. The 15% of armor also applies to chaos damage. I don't think that would be good. If it, like, just give me flat 15%? I don't know. I don't know if how that number works out, but it's something. I think I would rather want the other one back. I don't know. This is where you're going to need you want at least 2 jewel sockets, because you're going to be able to add some dex and int, and then what is this? Oh, it's got dual wielding, so I can actually improve this too. So I can find corrupted blood with, what I would look for is a corrupted blood with just the 9, see right there? So I need, oh, there we go. So I need the 9 dex and 9 intelligence, but I could find a better gem than this, or jewel than this, so that's an easy upgrade as well. Because the dual wielding doesn't have me. I think I just bought this because it was cheap and I just needed to be corrupted blood immune. So I just tossed that in there, but that's easily another place to upgrade. So you can see the pattern here. There's plenty to upgrade, so we can get even stronger and more resilient, and survivability will go up even higher. That's all. I think we're good there. Oh, and I put tattoos. You can buy tattoos, and the Firewalker one gets my it looks like I got 4 of them in there, so that's 26 or 24% increased fire resistances just from those. I didn't need the strength, so I just converted it over. Nice. Oh, and in here in the middle there, the 50% more accuracy at close range. I was going to go into the path of building and click that off to see what it did. Let me do that real quick. 1 second. I couldn't get the setting to take, because I would like to say, hey, there's a creature at close range, so it just doesn't pop up. I have to assume that it works because I'm always at close range with Cyclone. So 50% more accuracy rating would be 2600. Wait, I don't know, where is it? Accuracy, right here. Main hand accuracy 48, so we're looking at 2200 accuracy, which would be 15% ish attack speed because of this node right here. 1% increased attack speed per 150, if that works. If it doesn't, I've just wasted a point. I don't know. It should. I'm gonna trust that it works. 40% more accuracy during. Maybe I can do it. No, I want to keep that in the 40% more accuracy against uniques. That would be interesting. Rating at close range. See? Why would I take that one over? Why would I? Yeah, I like. Well, I'm always at close range. Anyways, that's the one I picked. Oh boy. Let's turn these on and let's go do a delve. Subterranean chart. Let's go the deepest we've been. I'm just using this to level, so let's go find an interesting one over here. Here's one. So we're not too deep. It's basically like a tier 16 level stuff. It's actually easier to me in my head. And we'll just, so I'm not even, I don't even hold my hand across the button to heal. So this is literally just one hand on the mouse, just very easy. Steer around, click over there, do that. Easy stuff. Eventually this build gets to the point where I don't even use a heal potion at all. We're not there yet though. But I get there eventually. We'll see. And we just do this. Easy stuff. Hopefully this is a lot clearer than I adjusted a lot of settings. It should be a lot clearer now. Bunch of that. Easy. Let's go have some fun over I'll take that too, why not? Let's go a little deeper, or maybe try for that one. Well, I want that one too. Let's go this way. That animal one, let's go find that. We're just having fun. It's easy. I'm not going to even put my hand near the healing button. Let's see if this should be very easy stuff. Oh, it's only tier 15 levels, so we got to go deeper even. Easy stuff. There's a guy. Let's wipe him out. There's some gold on the ground there. No worries. And I can go off into the side areas if I want. Take that azurite. There. What dropped? Something dropped. I don't want that. There was a side area. We should go check it out real quick. What is this? Resistant armor, abandoned armor, vital armor. Maybe it'll turn it into gold. Who knows? Let's find out. But this is what is just relaxing to me. I have a good time down in Delve. Oh, let's start that up. This could actually kill me. This guy right here in the middle. See that guy? You got to be really careful. He drops pretty quick, but if he hits you, he hits like a brick. See, I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about that mana siphoner. We're going to drop down our... Oop, let's get our health back up. See how he dropped down? But just don't let him hit you. He hits hard. And let's go get this. Anything? I'll take the gold. And Leviathan gauntlets. Interesting. Let's take a look at those. Ooh, I only have 3 left on me. No. And let's go get this one. Let's go. And it speeds up right there. Notice all the flasks on the bottom left. They're all getting used all the time. They're all... Let's go bust into here and see what's back here. Oh, I'll take a rich ass right now. Velour boots. What is this? Captain Brannigan? Whoa, I almost died. Yeah, I got in the dark there a little bit. Probably the Defiance of Destiny saved me. I think this is a tier 2 one? Oh, see all these lightning things? I don't care. Oh, there's the darkness. Let's hit this ball. Boom! No big deal. Now, when you start seeing triple balls like that, that means you're a deeper level, another tier down here up. You'll see that starting to happen. That'll be a visual indicator that you've moved into another tier of delve. But right now we're not in the hard. We're not even in the hard part right yet. Nice, and just having fun. We'll drop down our war banner. That adds a ton of damage. Ooh, what's that on the ground? Oh, that's one of our belts. Now we know what we can do with this. Let's go do it. We're gonna do it in a second. We're gonna go get this. Easy there, guys. I want to fight. I don't want to look at the map. Let's go do this one just for fun. This is an animalistic items. This is where you can get unique things down in Delve. We're gonna do something fun to this one in a second. We're gonna gamble it and see. It could turn out to be a really nice item. But the 267, I want those. You want to be qualitying up your maps too. Your tier 16s and all those. You get more gold drops. Everything's a good deal. Let's go peek back in here. Drop some torches there. Here. Grab these resonators. Take those guys out. Let's go peek around. Is there going to be anything in here? Not really. Ruby flask, if I'm going to do some work on that. Let's see at the item level of it. 84, that's good. So I could definitely craft on that. Let's take those away. And looks like a fire item. Feral armor. Sorry. Let's go find out what we get out of here. And let's find out. Anything else on here? Just this one, huh? And we'll press F1 to see. Oh, grants aspect of the crab. Not even sure what that does. And it's 3 chaos. Maybe the recombinator would be a good thing with that. So let's go back up to here. You know, every time I go here, I just go here, and then I shift left click and I buy that. And I'm saving up for the next upgrade here. I think it's the final upgrade to 65,000. So I need another 20,000-ish. You can also buy resonators. This pristine fossil for 1,000. How much do these sell for? In bulk, they sell for 1 each. 1 chaos. That's terrible. Yuck. All right, we're just gonna throw this in here, and we'll that. We're gonna run that map. We'll throw all this away. The velour boots, Captain Brannigan. Let's take a look at them. A lot of evasion. But nope. Close. Perfect. Now let's do a gamble with this. I could quality it up first, but it's not worth it to do it. Quality it with Catalyst, but I don't think I'm going to do that. The 18% minus all, this isn't a terrible belt. It's just the 267 is low. We hold down Alt. It's 200 to 350. I'd rather have that above 350, but we're going to do this to it. Here we go. We're going to randomize. We can brick it. We could do nothing to it, or we can get a new implicit. And absolutely nothing happened to it. Let's see. Do we have anything else we can work on? Oh, here's another one. Let's val that too. Ooh, this one would be better. This would be a lot better. Come on. Ooh, hatred. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if people are interested at all in a hatred belt. 299. Oh, just we'll do searches for that. 20 chaos. A day ago, 1 divine. I'm gonna sell this one for dirt cheap. 20 chaos. In fact, let's have some fun with these. Why not have fun? No change. No change. And ooh, increased strength and dex. Let's find out what that one does. So if we have that and that, we don't care about those. Sorta, kinda. Search. Looks like 20 chaos. Maybe. Sell. 20 chaos. And then these I'll put in my to be disenchanted if they can do corrupted items. I don't know if they can or can't. So that's gives you an idea of what Delve is like. And you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. It gets harder, but the rewards get better. And now let's go do a map. And what do we have here? Oh, let's get some more wisdom scrolls. Also, you can sell these like 50 portal scrolls for a chaos right through Faustus too, and get some chaos that way if you ever want. If you ever want to do that. I still have to capture more divine souls bosses for the Pantheon. Pantheon, I picked this one so far. I got the Will Thief. I went into the correct map, which was 1 second. I still have to capture all 3 of those to unlock those buffs, and I should just have them. I just haven't gotten around to it. Let's take a look at the map right here. I think it was Infested Valley. Let's just type in thief. Yeah, it was Infested Valley. So I got one of those out, one of those maps, and then I put this in there, and then killed the boss, right-clicked, and that unlocked that captured Gorulus. And that's how it does it. That's nice because if I run into a mob with life regen, it cuts that life regen in half for them, and then it's a lot easier to kill them. Sometimes those are frustrating mobs to run into. You're like, this thing is dying slowly, and then you look and it has life regen and a lot of it, so it's not fun. That negates that. That's one of the reasons I use it. All right. I throw these in here. They're pretty cheap, and they add 5% quality to the map. Or quantity or something. They add more to the map, and I get more gold drops, and that's what I'm going for mostly in here. I like the beach ones. I got a bunch of beach rep maps for like 5 chaos each, and I just ran them. And we'll just run it just like this. Also, if you're running low on chisels, you can run one of these Keurig missions, and as soon as you run it, as soon as you click, it resets him, and you can purchase the chisels for 8 chaos for 20 of them. It's worth it to do it. And then I'll hold down, and then you hold down Alt to make sure that he's not selling you any maps that you could get if it said incomplete, then you would buy the map from him and then just go run it too. It's not that much. It's like 5 or 6 chaos at worst, maybe 7 for a tier 16. And I think we still have to have a tier 16. I've got a few that I have to finish. Activate it. And this is the Atlas I'm running for, basically for gold. What I focused on is all the quantity things here, so I'm upping the quantity. This one ups the quantity and the rarity, these 3. I took all of these, if you hover over them. I took the shrine nodes. If you click them, you can see all the shrine nodes. And I took the delve nodes because then I have delve in there, and delve helps with this buff. Makes you move faster, more damage, a little more increased elemental resistances. So it's just nice to have. It's just extra damage, little movement speed, I think, in there. Yep. So 45% increased movement speed on the 3rd one. Now it's not permanent in the map. Before it used to be permanent. Now it goes 1 minute for the 1st rank, another minute for the 2nd rank, and another minute for the 3rd rank one. So, and you can let them drop off, and then you hit the 3rd one, and it'll still put the 3x multiplier on there. So it's neat. But that's all I was looking for: shrines, delve, and map modifiers. These things increased, and then I went with this to add more, and I'm getting more of these to get the Eldritch currency and do the Eldritch stuff, which is this right here. And did I have that on? Has no interest in that map. Oh, because there's no map in there, but it should be in this thing. So let's do it. All right, we're diving in. It's a beach map. Let's have fun with this one. I might die. You never know. Here we go. Everything's fired up. Yeah, just pop these guys, but that's the gloves doing the pop. There's the thing. There's the buff. And I also get a random... Whoa, don't do the explodey chest thing on me. Look at all that extra gold. Oh, and Eldritch guys could pop out. Take the map, that. I'm going to go with... I don't want the lesser ones. I'll go with this one. Increase quantity and rarity and basic currency. I'll do that one. So it increases it. Hopefully that affects gold. I haven't proven that it does or doesn't. Oh boy. These things are serious. I'm going to drop down my war banner for this guy because he's a tough guy, see? But I don't care. I just hit level, so it doesn't really matter. That's the good thing about softcore. You don't have to rebuff now. It is automatically there. Now let's go. We'll take this guy out. Where is he? Right there. Ooh, I almost had him too. Oh, see these? Doesn't matter. Those are corrupted blood things. Doesn't matter at all. Yeah, the essence mobs loaded up with all those other mobs next to it was pretty chunky. And you can see, I mean, my health is only 3,500. It's gonna be way stronger than that. I could probably get that up to 4,200, and then I would have easily lived. But I haven't got to that point yet. Quicksilver, we'll take that for eventual crafting. Oh, we'll take this. You get 2 buffs because of the passive tree, not just 1 buff. And it's stronger, and it lasts longer than a normal thing. So these shrines are a lot of fun to have in there. We'll take the contract. Look at that. See how the degen I was standing on? Well, here's a tough guy. Ooh, we'll take all that gold, though. Nice. And I get around 8 to 10,000, sometimes 14,000 gold out of each runs like this, with this setup. And it's pretty real easy. It's pretty relaxing. And there's probably things you could do to make it even better, but easy stuff. I'm not even going to pick up those things. Don't want to deal with them. Drops. Scarabs. What about this? I'll do more quant. I'll take those and those. Ooh, another beach map. I favorited the beach map, so those drop more often. Come over here, another plate. That's 3 of those. I don't know how much those sell for. Crimson, we'll take this out. This is pretty easy. I don't have my, actually I might add my, town running now, because I haven't been focusing on Faustus enough. I've got enough, I made enough divines off of Faustus where I'm not really sweating it now. So now I'm just kind of messing around, having fun. And I think I'm going to be starting the Slayer build, because I know what's ahead for this character now, build-wise, gear-wise. I think I've kind of explained it. You know, I'm going to upgrade this, this, and that. I'll keep that, and this I'm going to have to keep because the next upgrade on that is expensive. So, and I got to upgrade these. So I know the path ahead to get stronger and stronger. And if I know the path ahead now, then I'll just do a Cyclone Slayer and have fun with that. And I'm in good shape. Let's drop a thing here and let's go take out this boss. I'll drop my totem down. My totem, my war banner. It's not a totem. It's a totem. And there he goes. I don't know what the map mods were here, but there we go. Hop back out and jump through, and it's done. How much gold do we have? 15,000 on us. I don't know how much we had before, but pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to go and give it to my town. I've been starving my town. Oh my gosh, 7-9. I haven't been running my town, so we're going to actually just run this thing up. So now I'm kind of done with... I'm not super done with Faustus, but I've I've basically traded one item over and over and over again, and I've traded thousands of them. But I've made probably 100 divine doing it. So more. Yeah, I did really well with that, but I'm tired of that. It's just a lot of work. It's not a ton of work. It's just all my gold was going into it. And I was running maps just to get the gold, just to do more trades so that I could buy these things. Now I bought them. Now I'm really happy. I might even set, if I have this guy, I might set, or I do this guy. I might sell these because it's still worth 40 divine. I might sell these two and then swap over when I'm in Slayer and get something else. I'm not sure what my 5th ascendancy will be for this Slayer thing, but I'll find something cool and we'll go from there. So with that, I hope this series, I don't think I'll do another one. I might, if I end up upgrading and do another episode in the series. I could if people need a better explanation, but I think I've explained everything pretty well. I try to I try to name the things that I'm doing, and I try not to say this or that, and I still do. This is a immortal flesh belt, but I say my belt. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do to improve this. Probably double this character up from here easily, not easily, but eventually. So we're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna compare the Slayer, so now we'll see what the Slayer's like versus this, or maybe a Berserker. I'm tempted. It'll be a Slayer or a Berserker. I know everybody plays Slayer. We're literally only 1% of the people play Cyclone of Tumult. And then out of those, only 1% of those play Juggernaut. So this is a very rarely played class combination with that skill. Slayer is 90% of the Cyclone of Tumult players play Slayer. And I think they do Shockwave. I'm one of the fewer people who don't do Shockwave. I do just physical damage. We can mix it up. Maybe I'll do Shockwave. Who knows? All right. Have a good one and enjoy, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I may do another episode in this series, but so far this is looking pretty well explained, I think, and I know the path forward. So I think that's good. I think we're in good shape. I like this character. Does what it needs to do. I can go deeper in delve. I can do that. Eventually, what I would be working on is doing the tier 17s with this guy, if that was the case. So I don't know if this guy will be the tier 17 guy yet, or the Slayer guy will be. I just don't know. We'll find out. Have a good one and enjoy. On a side note, I just jumped back in here. I wondered why I died so easily, but that altar thing that I clicked on, I went back and read it when I looked at the video real quick. It's 102 or 106 negative fire resistance. So that's why I ran right over there to the fire thing and got smoked by the fire guy. I was like, why did I get killed so fast? Well, yeah, those negative modifiers can be really brutal sometimes. So that's why. Because back out here, that's just not the case. There. Defense. Now we're in good shape again. Whoops. I was wondering, I was like, wait a second. I got smoked there, but that was the reason. Cool. I was looking at that video. Did I miss this nameless seer over here? I did. Look at that. I was looking at the video and I said, just to make sure it was clear, and sure enough, nameless seer. I could scry a map. I don't know which ones to do because of the I wonder, can I purchase and scry a map? I don't know. What's this? Any of these good? Bulk wrap? No. Deodra's skin? That's... nope. What about this one? Mother's embrace. Jeez, all these are bad? 8 chaos. Pillars of rune. 4. Winterweave coral ring. So I'm just looking at the prices on these. Forum box? That's not... none of these are good. Pillars of God? No, these are not... it'd be great if it was in solo self-found, but I can pick something out of here. Have I ran that and that? Oh, I can do this one, and then I guess I'll take this. And then we'll see if we can scry. I'll find out right now. Can I scry a map as well? Okay, I can. 1 second now. So scrying the map, let's see. Do we hold down Alt? Yeah. So which one? I'd like to scry something on there. To the beach map. Now, is there... I just don't know which ones are... I don't usually hunt these things, so... I'll find it in 1 second. I just searched for doctor cards. So if I want to do that, let's do this. So I scry the map. Let's see if I can do it. Nameless skier, scry the map. Do I just click it? What do I do? Click. Are you sure you want us divination cards from... so we'll be overridden with cards from beach? No. I want... wait a second. Where's beach on here? Here's beach. Cannot scry map to itself. Do I just go like that? Divination cards will be overridden with divination cards from the beach. And then will beach be this way? Let's see. I hold down Alt. Maven item. Harbinger's orbit. Map corrupted. Mulchinger. Okay. So let's just click this and let's see if it scries it that way. Or do you have to be here and get the... I wonder if you have to be here and get the, because this is where the doctor's at, right? Let's see. Doc. Wait a second. Doctor card is... Yeah, it's right here, right? Headhunter. I'd like the mage blood too, though, but this is fine. So, if I just click this, let's just do it. Sure, why not? And then I hold this down, and it didn't change anything. Now that is just that way. So I guess you got to find the Maven, or not the Maven, the Seer in the other way. And then, yeah, I'd want that scrubbed now. I don't want those over there. Interesting. I guess you'd have to be over here, find the Seer here, and then scry it onto the one that you want. Very weird. Oh well, but now I found them. I was like, wait a second, I saw them. Cool. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy. I barely saw him in the. I was just zooming by so fast.